Good morning, everybody. It's Trista. I was challenged today to share my journey with you. The reason this is a challenge is, I get a little bit emotional about my past and makes me feel really vulnerable to tell people embarrassing things about me. So hopefully this will help you, feel a little more comfortable sharing things in this group. I have been heavy ever since I was like 7. My parents used a deep fryer. We ate French fries. We ate Tyson chicken patties. Macaroni and cheese was a huge thing at our house. And until 6 or 7, I was incredibly picky. I didn't like pizza. I didn't like a ton of different foods, and my family was always mad at me about it because I just, I'm picky. But around that time, I started getting really insecure and feeling like, okay, well, if I just eat whatever they tell me to and eat all of it, they're happy with me. And so I did. I ate whatever they wanted me to eat, and I ate as much of it as they wanted me to eat. And I started gaining a lot of weight. So I wasn't obese, but I started putting on some pounds. I had boobs by, I think, 5th grade. So, that doesn't happen if you're a thin kid. I kept putting on weight, throughout the years, and there would be times where I would try to do different things and it never worked out. I've tried Weight Watchers, I've tried Nutrisystem, I've tried going to one of those Adipex weight loss clinics. I've tried everything. And I was so nervous to try anything else. I had pretty much given up on myself. I told myself that, well, everybody in your family's heavy. Obviously, you don't know how to maintain a healthy weight. You don't want to be hungry every single day. You don't want to be miserable. Let's just be fat and happy. And that was the lie that I decided to tell myself. Then in my first couple months of pharmacy school, I got pregnant. That wasn't the plan. I was supposed to wait until after I got out of pharmacy school, and I was going to marry a doctor because that made sense. And we were going to go on to have, 2 to 4 kids, whatever he wanted. That was fine. That wasn't it. The guy that I got pregnant with, we'd been together for about a year, and things weren't working out. We were already on bad terms when I got pregnant. I got really insecure. I got really scared of being a mom when I was 21. I was not ready. I stopped going to class. I failed a class. I did all of these things that the younger me, the one who knew that, well, maybe I wasn't pretty because everybody told me, oh, well, if you lost weight, you would be pretty, but you're a really hard worker and you're really smart. That girl was failing at school, and that had never happened before. And I was like, I can't even do school anymore. I'm a failure. I'm a loser. I gained a ton of weight. I gained, I think, 60 or 70 pounds during that pregnancy, and my body completely changed. I went from a size 14 to a size 22 at the end of that pregnancy. And it was easy for me to blow it off as, oh, well, that, I just gained a lot of weight with my pregnancy. That's what happens, But that's not what happens. That was me going through a really dark time where I had failed myself, and I punished myself. I was mad. I ate for comfort. You know, and that's kind of where I'd been stuck for the last few years. Um, I would lose a little bit of weight, go on a different program, lose some more, and then get off that program and gain it all back. I just kept fluctuating and going all over the place. I got pregnant with my second son, and then luckily I lost all that weight. So I was like, okay, I can, I can do this. Maybe I'm just meant to be at this size forever. Then my dad got sick. He had a disorder called idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, which is basically your lungs get so scarred that they can no longer, inhale and exhale. And to even get a lung transplant, which is the only thing that they can do for those patients, he had to lose, I want to say 100 pounds. And he went to do it, but in a completely unhealthy way. He was losing great amounts of weight, and I asked him, what are you eating? And he said, oh, just chips and salsa. That's all I eat. And I couldn't believe that he thought that was a sustainable or healthy way to lose the weight. I felt lost. I felt like, gosh, I can't do that. I'm not gonna do that. I can't be that person. And a few months later, he died. He didn't get the lungs in time, and he was gone at the age of 54, 1 week before his 55th birthday. My kids are never really gonna get to know him, and that's a terrible loss. I don't want that for my family. I don't want my grandchildren to never know their grandma. I want to be able to watch them and play with them and do all of the things that, those really cool grandmas do. So I got to the gym. I started losing some weight, trying to eat better, doing the things that I thought were right. And I was losing weight very, very slowly. Then my son, started back to school, and we weren't getting to the gym. I mean, it was just hard. We have to do schoolwork. We have to make meals. We have to do, the million things that a parent has to do. So I saw my coach online, and she looked like she was local, and she was doing some workout groups, and I talked to her, and she got me involved with 21 Day Fix Extreme. And it was great. I was working out every single day. I started feeling really great. The meal plan was awesome. It was exactly what I needed. I knew so much about nutrition, but I did not know how to make it work for me. I didn't understand, how to do it without using calculations and, worrying about every single thing that I ate and obsessing. And this was so much easier, and I wasn't hungry, and I felt awesome. I had so much energy. So I was really happy with this program. I lost really slow the first month. I only lost 4 pounds, but I did lose 17 inches. And so I was feeling really good, and I was sticking with it. I didn't miss one workout that whole month. Actually, that's a lie. I missed Thanksgiving Day, and I felt awful. And the next day I went to work out, and I was like, oh. So I was like, no, I'm not going to do that. I worked out on Christmas. I worked out on Christmas Eve. I did everything the next month because I just didn't want to feel like crap again. So I kept working at it. Fast forward 3 months, and I was down 2 sizes, which is awesome. So my point being, I'm not finished with my journey. I'm moving and going and eating right and exercising, and this is a lifestyle now. I feel great, and I cannot wait to see all of you get that feeling. because I had never had that. I always felt like I suck at this. I'm never going to be good. Everyone else is telling me that I'm just that fat girl with a kind of pretty face, and I just need to accept that, my family is always fat and I take after my dad's side, and that's just the way it is. I'm not that person. I get to decide who I am, and I feel empowered. I have a great structure, and I'm doing the things that I need to do to make sure that I can live as late into life as I can and still feel really young and good. So I look forward to seeing your post. Thanks.